Hello everyone. So in the last lecture we got some idea of PHP. We learned the basics of PHP, and in this lecture we will start creating our own theme. Okay, so let's get started. So this is the default website which you get with WordPress. Okay, so suppose if you're not seeing any bar here to go to the dashboard directly, then you can't visit the dashboard, right? So what you can do in the URL, you can write here wp-admin, okay, and hit enter. So then they will ask you to log in. This is how you visit the dashboard. Now you can visit the site from here once again. Okay, and you can visit the dashboard. See, the bar has appeared. Now you can visit the dashboard. So suppose you are not a developer. So what's the first thing you will do? You will try to see the themes you get with WordPress, so that you can use different themes and see different styles of your site. Okay, so how will you navigate to the theme section? Go to this appearance here, and here you can see themes. Okay, so these are the themes that come along with WordPress installation. The current activated theme is this 2020, and there are two more themes. So if I activate this theme 2019, let's activate this theme. Okay, so this theme is activated now, and now let's visit the site. So see, the styling has changed, and this is a different theme. We have activated a different theme. Let's again go to dashboard, themes. So these are the themes, and suppose you want some more themes, you don't want any of these three themes, then what you can do, you can add new themes also. So this is the button, click on this, and these are the various themes you can download and install. And the third option is that you can even upload a theme. You suppose you have purchased a theme, a premium theme from somewhere, and you can upload it from here also. Just click this and upload the theme, and it will appear here. Okay, it will appear here. But in this lecture we will not be doing any of those things. We will not add a new theme, we won't even upload a new theme. But what we'll do, we will create our very own theme. So in order to do that, we have to create a certain folder in a certain specific location. So let's see where we will create that folder. Okay, let's go to htdocs, then go to the WordPress folder. Now here you can see WP content. Go inside this folder, and here you can see the themes folder. Go inside this folder. So these are the three themes. See, 2019, 2017 and 2020. So see, these are the three themes. Okay, the three folders which we have in our theme folders. So what we will do, we will create a new folder here, and we will name it accordingly, whatever we like. So let's, okay, sorry, let's create a new folder. Okay, so let's call this fictional university. You can name it anything you like. Okay, so we have created the folder. Now let's open our text editor. So we already have our WordPress folder opened in the text editor. Now let's visit the WP content folder, and let's go to this themes folder. Here you can see we have our own folder, that is fictional university. Inside this folder we will create two files. Right click on this and create a new file, and the name of the file will be index.php. And let's create another file, and the name will be style.css. .css means cascading styling sheets. It's a CSS file. It gives styling to your website. But in WordPress, style.css, the name is very important, guys. We have to name it like this only. One file should be named as index.php and the other file should be named as style.css. But if suppose you're not using WordPress, you're doing normal web development, then the style.css file only serves for styling the website. Its only function is to give the styling to the website. But if you're using style.css inside WordPress, then this style.css file has another responsibility. It tells WordPress some details about the theme. Okay, so what details it tells WordPress? Let's see that. So first we will start with a CSS comment like this. Open comment and close the comment. Now the first thing we need to tell WordPress about this theme is the theme name. Okay, we don't need this semicolon. Let's name this fictional university. So you might be thinking that we already have our folder named as fictional university, then why we do have to specify the theme name again? So as you can see here, the folder name is the other folders which we already have before creating this folder, like 2019, 2017 and 2020. They don't have any space in between. That means they are not looking very good. We named our folder as fictional university, but we didn't put any space in between. Rather, we did a dash in between. So that also doesn't look good. Here in style.css, we have the option to write like this. Okay, by including a space in between, like normally we write our names. Let's save this right here and let's go to our WordPress here dashboard. Now refresh this. So as you can see, our theme has appeared here. Let's view the theme details. Here you can see the name which we just provided, fictional university. Now there are two things also. Version, it is showing nothing, and by, anonymous. So how we will bring these details also? Let's see that. And let me tell you one more thing, that it maybe sound a little bit scary that we are going to create our own theme, but trust me friends, this is nothing hard. I will walk you through every step and you will feel very comfortable and you will then create a number of themes on your own. Trust me on this. So let's proceed. So what we saw, that there is the version which is missing and by, anonymous. Let's give the author name, author : and then the version. You can come up with any version you like 1.0, and save this. Now refresh. Let's view the theme details. See, fictional university version 1.0 by Anirban Bhowmick. Great. Now as you can see, the other themes, they have a image like this. They have this image here, they have this image, but we don't have any image. So how we will bring the image? Let's see that. So what we need to do, we need to put an image inside this folder, this fictional university folder, our theme folder. Okay, so let's do that. Suppose this is the image. Copy this image, take any image, copy that, go to your WordPress folder, then go to WP content, then go to themes, then go to the folder you have created and paste it in here. Now the two things you need to keep in mind: the file extension of the image extension should be PNG, not any other extension. It will only support PNG images. So the extension should be PNG and the file name should be screenshot. Now let's go here, refresh. See, our image has also appeared. Now let's activate this. So now our theme is activated. Now let's view the site. So this is the site, okay? Nothing, because we don't have anything at all. Let's put in some code. So this is the CSS style.css file. So we have some details of our theme, like the theme name, the author name and the version name, and we even have the image. Now let's come to this index.php and put some dummy text here, h1. This is my brand new theme. Save this, come here, refresh. So see, our theme is activated. So now we will work here only, so we don't even need the other themes, like so our theme is this one, right? So we don't need this other themes which come along with WordPress installation. So let's go to the folder and delete those 3 themes, or else you can keep them also if you want to, but they are of no use. So let's just delete them. Now if I refresh, see, we have only our theme. And let me also tell you one thing, that many of you might have tried, if you like coding and stuff, then many of you might have tried like this. In the style file, you might have done something like this: background color red. Save this. Now if I come here and I refresh, see, the background is not red. It will not work like this. Okay, so we have some other way how we can include the stylings of the style.css file in WordPress. We will see that also. We won't be doing it directly like this. So I hope you got the understanding of how to create the theme, just the basic idea with the theme name, the author name and the version name. And this is our index page, and in the next lecture we will understand the heart and soul of WordPress and PHP, and that is the functions of WordPress, actually PHP functions. It is very easy. I will guide you through the entire process. So I meet you in the next lecture. Till then, thank you.